Well, we are ready to go camping, and we are taking along our cargo trailer. We really missed taking this along on our Alaska trip, but it really would have gotten beaten to heck. In here, we carry extra Blackstone griddle, our grill, air fryer, pressure cooker, chainsaw, leaf blower, portable fire pit that runs on pellets, our patio lights for the picnic table, all of our extra gear that we take along, extra sitting lawn chairs besides our chase lounge, a little ladder. Of course, we take our e-bikes. Down there is Nick's little rolling cart, our patio mat, extra jug of water in case we run short. Here we have extra cords. Here we have some extra cords, gas line, bungee straps. This is kind of the trailer with everything. And on top is, how many watts of solar, Steve?
320.
320 watts of solar on the roof. So we can park the trailer out in the sun and leave the camper in the shade. Okay, I guess we're ready to lock her up, Steve.
Okay, I'm going to put these in there too.
Oh, okay. Bringing along a drill just in case. But yeah, we put little hooks right here on the door to hold up cords and things and helmets. These are my little pannier bags for my bike. And this is just a little 4x6 foot cargo trailer made by Wells Cargo. We added some stickers to the back from when we were up in Alaska, even though the trailer didn't make it to Alaska. The motorhome did. Okay, right here, Steve, is the remote control for our security light. That's a motion censored security light and alarm. Steve locks it up. So, the reason why we have this trailer, it has a blunt nose to the front of it. It's not a pointed nose like some that come out to about here. This is more blunt because when it's hooked up to the motorhome, our rear slide can come out and not have to unhook the trailer just to put out the slide. So it makes it pretty handy. Steve's getting ready to move the motorhome out the driveway and turn it around so we can hook up. Nick is already waiting in the camper. He says, let's go, let's go. I want to find some places to sniff. So we have a gorgeous day for driving. We're heading up to Door County, Peninsula State Park, which we happened to score a midweek 5-day 4-night reservation. That doesn't happen very often. We caught it on a cancellation from someone else. And we are on an electric site in Tennyson Campground. There's 5 different campgrounds within the park. We're looking forward to doing some e-bike riding. So, let's see here. What else do we have? Everything's loaded up. The Starlink, my cameras, the computer, clothes, food. But most of all are the e-bikes. We really missed having them. So Steve's gonna turn the rig around. So this is our first real trip since we got home from Alaska. We did take it down to Green Bay for tires, as you'll see on a previous video. And we did go down to Appleton to the Mercedes-Benz for some diagnostic work and rebalance our front tires. But those weren't really camping trips. And I watch up here. That far. Perfect. We have such a long drop on our hitch, so the trailer rides level. There we go. And once Steve pushes down the latch, then he locks it on. We don't just do a pin, we do an actual lock. Because there are too many instances we've heard about where somebody at a parking lot or somewhere will pull your pin thinking it's a funny joke, which it's not. Or they will pull your hitch pin back here that holds your hitch and the receiver. That's also locked. And this trailer is relatively light. It's what, about 700 pounds?
I don't remember.
Somewhere around there. And with the cargo and things we have in, it's probably just about 1,000 pounds. So there's no brakes involved. But I do go back and check the lights. You can see they're flashing on the four-ways. But Steve does a test. We always try to be safe. Brakes. Okay. Left. Okay. Right. Okay. Pull her ahead. And we are ready to roll. Okay, time to shut down the garage, turn on the alarm and the camera. Well, looky that. Isn't that cute? Okay, he's going to position the trailer over in this area, and then we'll put the camper over straight close to the power box. Okay, that looks pretty good to unhook there.
Yeah.
Oh, on our little campsite here, surrounded by dense shrubbery and brush. We have a campfire ring. We have a picnic table. We have a power box. Steve's really good at backing up. I'm just here to make sure that there's no kids running behind him, no tall trees in the way. That's looking pretty good. Now we'll turn on our Level Mate Pro. Okay, now we're doing our Bigfoot levelers. Yeah, this one's coming down. And now the rear's coming down. And we're done. Perfectly level, right, Steve?
Could be, hopefully.
Yep, looks great. And now I think a little boy would like to come outside to sniff.
You might want to ride the slide.
Oh, here. Let's get this leash. Want to give me a hand? I'm filming this with my camera, or with my cell phone camera, because I didn't have a chance to grab the GoPro. Okay, now you can sniff. This is what he was waiting for. One of the first things we do is take out the lawn chairs from the back compartment before we pull out the back slide. Makes it a little easier. That back compartment holds our chairs, our rolled up reflectix for in the windows for either keeping it really cool on hot days or keeping it warm on icy cold days. We have a little vacuum cleaner back here. Windshield cover. And that pool noodle is just in case for putting out the cord on the ground for our Starlink so nobody drives over it or walks over it or trips over it. Sometimes we use it as a bumper on the slide. Steve's going to hook up our power first. Then we'll take care of the slides. What a nice campsite. Very quiet. Dual purpose for the awning. Not only does it give us shade, but it keeps the hot sun off of the refrigerator vents and helps our refrigerator operate more efficiently. There, ta-da! Okay, now here's the back bed. We'll see this evening. It's supposed to rain, maybe. We don't know. Some of the rain is to the further north. There's a little twirling gewgaws. Got to have those. This was a little sign that our oldest daughter gave us. And now it's time for Steve and I to sit back and enjoy a little bit. Now, I think he has cold beer in the fridge, and I think I have a bottle of wine calling my name. What do you think? Are you all settled in? 5 days, 4 nights? You think you can sit in one spot that long? You're such a smart aleck. Notice I said Alec and not otherwise. So we were thinking about grilling out chicken tonight. We'll see what we're doing yet. Chicken's still kind of half frozen in the refrigerator, thawing. So maybe we'll just toss some burgers on the grill. Picked up some fresh sweet corn on the way here. Oh, we don't have a battery for that turner up there. We're short one battery. So the doggy one doesn't get to turn. But this one down here is a hummingbird. That's from my friends Rosalind and Gary. And the butterfly one down here is also from our oldest daughter. Kind of a cool optical illusion, huh? You just have little turners that run on a D-cell battery. And down below is this corkscrew thing. Makes it look like the ball is crawling up. So I think it's time to settle down and have a beverage. Steve is doing the honors. It's called Bay Bridge, White Zinfandel. Picked that up on the way here. I guess it's out of San Francisco. There we go. He's going to pour it in my Tommy Tippy Sippy cup. This is actually from up here at Peninsula Winery, but we'll drink the Bay Bridge. See, it has a little lid on it. Boy, the bugs stay out of it.
I think I got it on there tight.
Looks like it's up high on this side. There. Thank you. Now I won't spill on myself. Now I gotta wait for Steve to get out his beer. Somebody's being a good campground doggy out here. Not barking. So I think we'll power up Steve's little microphone here with his bunny tail. I got to get better at powering these up and looking at the little readout. Earlier, I did not have them on. I had them on mute. Okay, test. Yep, that one's working. Here you go, clip yourself up, dear. That's okay. I didn't clip down the tablecloth. We'll just use it for our meal and then put it away again. Sure. Clip up your little bunny tail, honey. Huh, my lid's not on all the way. I'll have to set down the camera and put it on myself. But do you want yours, me?
Sure.
So what you got there for your beverage of choice?
I have a Modelo.
Closer? There we go, Modelo. Ready? Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. So now that we are sitting here in our happy little campsite, I'm trying to put my lid back on my cup. Let's see. There, now it's snapped on good. Ta-da! I thought that would just kind of pan around our campsite a little bit here. Ooh, Nikki, you getting blown away in the wind? Is it breezy? Windy in your doggy here. So, how did the motorhome drive on the way up?
Drove very, very well. A little windy out, but it drove fine.
You got your new tires.
Yeah. A little softer ride.
Yeah, felt good.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And tonight we have our new mattress.
Yeah.
We tested out a little bit. We took a little nap when we got here. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, so we went to a 10-inch memory foam instead of the original camper cushion mat that was like 4 or 5 inches with a little memory foam on top of it. Somebody is begging. He wants to go up on your lap.
You do.
He would like to.
Jump. Come on. Jump.
He says, no, I think I'm going to go up on Karen's lap. Okay, jump. There we go. Okay. Okay, so let's see. You got a new step. How did your new step work?
Step motor?
Yeah.
Yeah, works fine. It's been going in and out.
Okay, and then let's see. What else you got?
Water pump's pumping.
Yeah, we got a new water pump. Replaced that. Got a door strut. Now the door doesn't fling open.
Yep.
That's nice. We did that. So you're going to have to go back and look at some of our other videos to see all that stuff. Now our next upcoming video, which we'll probably film when we use them this week, is the new kettles that we bought. The CAROTE are they're kettles that are good for RVing because they have detachable handles. I have a full set of 3 fry pans, big saute pan, 3 different saucepans, egg pan. It came with detachable handles, variety of lids, even snap-on lids to make them into a bowl for food storage. And then all the handles detach, but also it came with little felted pads in the shape of like flower petals that go in between so they don't rattle and bang around and scratch up in storage as you're driving in an RV. That's what makes them so nice. Just aiming here on our party lights. We've had different ones over the years, but these are kind of nice. They're a little sturdier and they take a regular LED light bulb instead of little mini lights that are harder to locate, or if one burns out, the strand is shot. This is actually a big long set. I think we got them at Walmart. They're pretty nice. They were around 30, 35 bucks, but they seem to be more heavy duty made. They're made to be strung up outside as patio lights, in somebody's yard, and they're, made for outdoors. And we just added little clips to the top of each one. They're kind of like the little metal clips that you get when you were a kid back in the 60s to hold your mittens onto your jacket cuff. So those are the type of clips. They clip on the edge of the awning and then onto the top hoop of the light fixture. Oh, we're a little breezy here today, but we're not complaining at all because it's just gorgeous. It's 68 degrees out right now. And I don't know, it might be a little too breezy to have a campfire. We'll see. And I think maybe tomorrow morning we'll take out the bikes and set up Nick's little cart behind Steve's bike, and maybe we'll go for a ride. There's all different trails throughout this Peninsula State Park. And like I said earlier, I don't know if that part will end up on here, if it'll get dubbed out, but we are in the northern little finger of Wisconsin, up in that little point north of Green Bay. Across the bay is where we live, and it's only about 30 miles across the bay, but to drive around, it's 100. So we weren't about to put the motorhome on a powerboat, drag it over.
No ferry that goes across.
Yeah, there's no ferry here.
No.
So we drive around about 100 miles to get here. And it's pretty nice. Very quiet. All the sites are well separated from each other, as most of the Wisconsin state parks are. The sites are pretty distant. Lots of shrubbery in between. About 4 sites down that way, there's a nice shower building and bathrooms, but we use our own. We're going to try to conserve our water here. Here, I'm going to turn this around. we do only have, what, 37 gallons on board?
31, I think.
31, something
32,
like that.
somewhere
Well,
there.
then we have the blue jug too.
Yeah.
So we do have to conserve our water. 4 days is stretching it. We have to take 2 very quick showers each. You know, turning the water off in between, you know, soap up, turn it on, rinse off, that kind of thing. And dishes, you know. But we can do it in 4 days if we have to. But we can always haul a couple jugs of water on the bikes or on that little rack for the dog too.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I think we're going to sit here and enjoy our beverages before we get supper going and say happy camping. Oh my, what a view. So what do we have cooking in the RV What Have You kitchen? In the convection oven, we have a sweet potato and a baked potato. On the stove in the steamer, we have some cauliflower. We're trying out our new kettles with the steamer attachment. And out here, we have the chef. Hey, chef. What you doing? He's out here cooking up some chicken. Let's go out and take a look. He has out his Blackstone griddle. He missed that. We did not take that to Canada or to Alaska. It's pretty heavy. So we kind of pared down in some of our cooking gear. So he's doing up some chicken thighs that he marinated today. He's going to add some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce to half of them. And the other half, I think, we'll save for a stir fry. Okay. And he's adding some spice, my good old Harvest blend. If you've been watching our channel at all, It's a type of a spice that's similar to Mrs. Dash with no MSG, no salt. Try to stay away from that stuff. So what's your countdown, dear, for timing?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay, that broccoli should be steamed by about then, and I think our potatoes will be ready. It's wonderful when Steve helps share the cooking. Ooh, look at that sizzle. Boy, I bet you wish we had smell-o-vision, huh? Ooh, it smells great. And for your marinade, you use a little bit of vinegar and oil and seasoning, similar to vinegar and oil dressing, and a dollop of our favorite Andria's basting steak sauce, marinade sauce that we get out of O'Fallon, Illinois. And I know we've talked about that before too. After dinner, I think we might take one more ride on the e-bikes before we put them away for the night. We always put them away and lock them up in the trailer. We never leave them out. And I was going to mention yesterday, this handy dandy little light fixture on the back of the trailer. It has a remote control and it's motion sensitive, but it also will flash a warning light, or it can just be an on light that you can use for, you know, seeing what you're doing. But it also has an alarm. You can set the alarm and it flashes red and blue and sounds like a police siren. So that's a pretty cool little alarm we have on the back of the trailer. That way if anybody's goofing around, we'll definitely hear them. Right, Steve? Yeah. So it clouded up a little bit today, but it's still beautiful. It's in the high 60s. No complaints. Gorgeous weather. There is some rain to the north going across the upper peninsula of Michigan, but it looks like it's moving directly west to east, so we're not going to get it here. Oh dear, how can you be grilling without this in your hand? Oh gee, you got to have it in your hand. There we go. Yep, you'll get her done. And dinner is all done. Here we go. We have some grilled chicken thighs with sweet baby rays, sweet potato, and steamed cauliflower in my new kettles with the detachable handles that go, let's see here, that go like this. There's the saucepan, and here's the steamer that I had on top of it. There we go. So we are all plated up and ready to go. Bon appetit. There, Steve, just starting our fire using one of these little fire start blocks. You want to pick up that wood for a moment, Steve? There, he has one down in there burning. There. Yeah. We're starting our campfire. And these are little blocks, fire start blocks. I know I did this on one of my other videos too. But pick them up at the grocery store, hardware store, wherever. We're just getting our fire going for supper. You good boy, Nicky Doodle. Yeah, you saw another Sheltie today, didn't you? There's some people camping nearby with a sweet little elderly Sheltie girl. And Nick invited her to play. Right, Nick? She wasn't all that interested, but she did like to sniff. Oh, somebody's hoping to go for another bike ride over there. He's sniffing his trailer. Nope, we're not going for a bike ride. Actually, I just broke my bike. My display controller just shorted out. We ordered a new one from the company. But for now, we are out of commission. Sorry, Nick. Looks like fire's going nicely. We're going to roast some corn tonight and cook a couple bratburger patties over the fire. Steve's going to check the roasted corn.
A little bit warm.
Little warm?
Yeah.
Oh, does that look good? Yep, I think it's done.
Good.
So we have brat patties from Solomon's Meat Market. It's bratwurst meat, but in a hamburger patty form. And we have some crunchy garden salads and some crisp Sheboygan rolls. For those of you who are not from Wisconsin, a Sheboygan roll is a crisp hard roll, but very soft on the inside. See, listen. But inside, super soft. And they are just the best rolls for burgers. A lot of the restaurants in the area, they notoriously put Sheboygan hard rolls right on their menus so people know that's what they are. So I guess it's about time to eat. Nick's already had his doggy food, right, Nick? But he's hoping for a little piece of bratwurst meat when he's done, when we're done, right? He's trying to be a very good boy. And for dessert tonight, we have marshmallows and we have fudge stripe cookies, which are like a graham cracker and a chocolate bar, but all in one. So we're going to roast our marshmallows and put them on and make a little some more. And Nick, you don't get these because they have chocolate and you can't have chocolate. Nope. Steve's going to be the marshmallow roaster guy. Gotta take the tips off of here. We have little protective tips on our roaster. You look pretty cute. It's a pretty nice evening. It's holding off any rain. It's just to the north of us. We're kind of a humid evening. What did it say? 87% humidity, 60-something dew point. I don't know. Then we're going to conserve our water a little bit, go down and take showers tonight at the public showers on the corner rather than in the motorhome because we only have, what was it, 32 gallons fresh water on board. And to go 5 days, 4 nights, we're kind of trying to conserve a little bit. So as much as we really don't like public showers, we'll do it. Here comes the marshmallow chef. There's one. And there's the other. Look at that. Perfect little s'more sandwiches.